And hello, everybody, and welcome to the first question time with CJ here on the Dragon Project. The first question I'm going to be answering in this video is, hey CJ, why don't you do any stand-up on your channel? I was asked this by a friend of mine who's actually another YouTuber. Um, there's actually a few reasons behind it. One of which is because, see, I'm a stand-up, I'm a writer. It's been mentioned here in the channel. Like, people do know about me, but I don't do any stand-up here in the channel because my stand up doesn't work here in the channel. My stand up is built for in front of an audience who react to what I say, who gasp when I say something shocking or laugh when I say something funny, which isn't very often. But that aside, it's just not exactly built for what I do on here. Aside from that, there's one what I say on stage doesn't really represent what I am on the channel. On the channel, I'm myself. On stage, I'm kind of a character. I say things I wouldn't normally say for the purpose of comedy. That I don't really do that here in the channel. I feel like maybe I should try more. I'm trying to be I'm trying to do things that are funny more in the channel, separate to just me. Like and then there's things that are just me being me. I'm hoping that there's a very distinct difference between those things. So they're the two big reasons really I don't put my stand up here in the channel. I am trying to get more of my writing here onto the channel though. I'm trying to get a Dungeons and Dragons campaign I wrote in. That might not sound like much to you, but it's kind of a big deal to me. Dungeons and Dragons is like, for anyone who doesn't know, just in case, it's a role play game you play in your imagination with dice. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous and childish, and it is. But I write really serious stories and stuff for campaigns for them, and I'd like to try maybe get one published one day. So yeah, I might do like a live stream D&D thing and put it here on the channel. In fact, I'm definitely doing one. I have 3 people all lined up to do it with me, so that's happening. I want to try get some music I've written here up here on the channel. I'm getting a MIDI keyboard sorted out. For anyone who doesn't know what a MIDI keyboard is, that's like a synthesizer is music that is synthesized. It sounds like it's made on a computer. A MIDI keyboard is sampled instruments. So when you play each note from top to the bottom, it's like a real recording of a violin or a cello or whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to get more of that stuff on. As well as that, I'm also going to do one thing here on the channel on this video now to end it off and to make it kind of funny. Basically, I realized, see, I've been doing more stand up lately, and I'm actually kind of becoming funnier than I used to be. But I realized a while ago I wrote this piece of gold, like one of the best things I've ever written, and I wrote it in like 20 seconds, completely disregarded it like it was nothing, and I put it on Ask FM. That's nothing. That's like this shitty. It's not gonna say it's a shitty website, but like it's the shittiest of the things I do, if you know what I mean. Not that Ask FM is shitty. I don't do a lot on there. I don't get asked a lot of questions, and when I get asked questions, they're not funny questions, so it's hard to give funny reactions. But I got asked like a mundane question, and the question was, "Where should you never take a first date?" I don't know why someone asked me that. Maybe they wanted to ask me out on a date. I never considered that someone might want to ask me out on a date. And maybe they were looking for what's not a good idea, but I didn't give a real answer anyway. Actually, I kind of did. I gave some great places that are not a good place to take a first date. I'm going to list them off now. So, I'm gonna do this properly. Like I said, I'm trying to separate when I'm funny and when I'm not. So this is the separation. CJ, where should you never take a first date? CJ's response: well, there's a morgue, your partner's old gravesite, the Titanic's maiden voyage, home to your 25 cats, an underground Yakuza street race, a bodybuilding competition that you are way too into, Fight Club. In fact, don't even talk about it. Anywhere in the world of Warcraft. Any of the several seas visited by the Beatles in the movie The Yellow Submarine. Home to meet your only friend, which is your pet, dressed in a bow tie, named Mr. Tibbles. Church, a white power parade, the Orient Express, a child beauty pageant that you are way too into, and nightclubs. because nightclubs suck balls, and not in the fun way. So I hope you all enjoyed this question time with CJ. The little, clear throat thing. See, like I said, I say things I wouldn't normally say when I'm being a stand-up, like suck balls, and not in a good way. I don't normally say things like that. Bye.